Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Sovereign Grooming YouTube channel. My name is Maddie, and I want to thank you for tuning in. There's something that I've been forgetting to say the last couple videos, and somewhere over the last couple weeks, I went over the 200 subscriber mark, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that subscribe. Man, that's really awesome. I appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos. Even 200 happened a little faster than I thought it might, so thank you to everybody that's made that possible. Hanny had a big role in that, but thank you to all of you people who click the subscribe button and check out these videos. You are greatly appreciated. So if you looked at the thumbnail, you know I'm doing my weekly review, my typical weekly review video that I go over my rotation from the past week. And if you looked at the thumbnail, you'll see that this week's rotation is pretty simple. There's only 3 bottles in there, and it was kind of a weird week. So without getting into too much, you can always ask me if you want to, I guess. I had a little bit of a negative change in my employment. So it was maybe not 100% unexpected, but I was a little bit surprised when this came up. So kind of got distracted for the rest of the week, and I wasn't thinking about a lot of other stuff that was going on. So we're still working through that. But so what that basically did was made me simplify some of the other stuff. So here's what happened. We'll start with Sunday, because this is the only one that's really different. So, and even though I have 3 fragrances, 2 of them are basically the same thing. Sunday, we were finishing up. It was essentially the last day of vacation, so we went somewhere else, and I wore Retro Flare Gold, which is Alexandria's version of MFK's Gentle Fluidity Gold. So if you know a little bit about those fragrances, Francis Kirkjohn took the same ingredients and he made them in 2 completely different ways. He changed the way the notes interact, and he did silver and gold, and they're completely different. This is Alexandria's version of the gold. So if you like a big ambery kind of vanilla sort of fragrance, I think you're going to enjoy this one. I know that I did. So that was good. That was what I wore on Sunday. So then Monday, it was a little bit cooler, and I didn't really wear anything because I went to the gym and did some other stuff outside later, and even though it was a little bit cooler, I still didn't wear anything. So when I cleaned myself up, I sprayed a little bit of this on before I went to bed. So this is Initio Psychedelic Love. And man, this is one that every time I wear it, I enjoy it more. So the notes on this one, I looked them up just a little bit ago, and it's got like some citrus and ylang ylang in the top, and then when you get down to the mids, so you gotta remember these things. I think there's some rose, hedione, and heliotrope, so some florals in the middle in addition to an interesting fragrance chemical. And then in the base we've got myrrh and sandalwood. So I had a friend come by, Travis, who checked this out, you know, a while back, and he was like, this is just purple and seductive. And that's a great description. So like the florals and the citrus at the top, they're kind of bright. They make this a little bit lighter. I wouldn't wear this in super heavy or super hot weather, excuse me, but when it gets about the 80s or so, I'm willing to go with this because it's not too overbearing. You know what's interesting too is the notes on the bottle say that bergamot, rose, myrrh, vanilla, and patchouli are the notes. So now we're getting things confused, but you can sort of notice that. One thing that I really noticed in the dry down is the myrrh, because it gave it that sort of thick, kind of chewy texture at the bottom, a little bit like almond, but then also it drifted to the patchouli and to the vanilla. And again, you have to try this one. You have to get your hands on a decant of it. It's a great fragrance. So I think I wore that like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I wore basically the same thing. I wore Alexandria Fragrances Purple Haze. So this is the Alexandria inspired version of Psychedelic Love. And man, it's so close. Here's the thing. So this started as a weekly rotation video. What we're gonna do, since there was only 3 fragrances, is we're gonna turn it into a head-to-head, because I haven't done that one in quite some time. So we're going to go head to head on Psychedelic Love and Purple Haze. So we talked a little bit about the notes. We talked about what this fragrance does. And like the bottom line is, I don't think that most people are going to be able to tell the difference. So these things smell so close that you're good either way. So here's the thing. So what does this come down to? Now, there's some other categories that we look at. A lot of people like to talk about performance. And a lot of times, one of the things that Alexandria does is really amps up the performance on a fragrance. So you might have some really expensive niche fragrance that just doesn't last very long. Like, there's some that I can think of that I want to do head-to-head on, so I won't say it now. That's not really the case here. So these Initio ones, they're pretty beast mode. They last a long time. So, performance, they're neck and neck. That's good. The smell, you can't tell the difference. I think where this is really going to come into play for people is the price point. So let's say you're like me. Your employment has changed. When I got this a few months ago, this is a tester, so you can see. I think I paid $145 for this, and Initio bottles are 90 mil, so $145 for 90 mil. Now this one is roughly 55 mil. It's really somewhere in between 55 and 58 or so, but I know that Hanny put 55 on the bottle just to be safe, so we think we're underestimating this just a little bit. But this is basically $63, and there's always a code that essentially eliminates the shipping. So really you're getting this for somewhere around $60 for that 55 mil. Now, again, just because I got this tester for $145 doesn't mean you can always find it for that. So more likely you're looking somewhere between $165 to $190 to get this bottle. And if you go retail, it just explodes above that. So really the prices on these are pretty high. In fact, I got a decant of it before I ever got the bottle, and excuse me, and even the decant was crazy expensive. So what it's really going to come down to is the price. Like, if you have to have this bottle on your shelf, then, more power to you. Like, I understand. Look, who am I to talk? I've got the bottle. But when it comes down to it, for the price, I really don't think that you're going to be able to beat Purple Haze. So to sum up this head-to-head, these are both amazing fragrances. The Initios, they are awesome. Love them. But this Alexandria version, every bit as good, way less per mil. So that is my weekly rotation / head-to-head with Initio Psychedelic Love and Alexandria's Purple Haze. So today I am going to step out of my box for a little bit, and I'm going to wear this Zaharoff's Signature. So I want to thank my buddy Jeff. He actually sent this little sample over to me. It was a nice surprise. So I'm going to be wearing this today. I've tested this out. It's an awesome fragrance. I'm looking forward to giving it an actual wearing from the sample and seeing how it goes for the day. So I want to thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and leave a comment below if you've tried Psychedelic Love and or Purple Haze, and if you can compare them, let me know what you think about the head-to-head of this. So again, thank you to all the subscribers who've pushed me over 200. Is greatly appreciated. If you haven't already, go ahead and join the Welcome to FragCom Facebook group. We've got a lot of great people, great stuff going on in there. And follow me on Instagram, where I will hopefully post a more exciting Scent of the Day rotation than I did this last week. All right? So I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.